Welcome to Gracefully Graying. I am co-founder Lori Bloom. Explore a platform of tips, trends, news, and informative discussions for you and your loved ones. Whether you're 50 and over or way over, find us on gracefullygraying.com, YouTube, and social media. Enjoy this live stream discussion. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gracefully Graying Tuesday Live. And today we are excited to welcome Michelle Gilbert, Public Relations VP at Comcast, which I'm sure a lot of us use. And we will be discussing seniors, time to adopt broadband. So welcome, Michelle. So glad to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, so this is an important topic. I mean, everybody uses broadband these days. So, let's get into this. Tell us, first of all, if you would, what is the Affordable Connectivity Program? What is it? Who's eligible for it? And how does it work?
Sure. The Affordable Connectivity Program is an initiative by the federal government that they actually started last year as a result of the pandemic. It was under the name Emergency Broadband Benefit. And it was a temporary program, but they clearly saw that there was a tremendous need to help income constrained families get connected to the internet. So at the beginning of 2022, they turned it into a more permanent program. It's called the Affordable Connectivity Program, and it provides eligible low-income households with a $30 per month credit to their internet bill.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in terms of eligibility, which you asked, and I apologize, I should have gone right into that.
That's okay.
There are several parameters of eligibility. Primarily, it's if you're at or below the poverty level. So if you think about any household that is eligible for Medicaid, for SNAP, for low-income housing, for any veterans pension or survivor benefits, even college students who have Pell Grants are eligible for the Affordable Connectivity Program. And certainly there are a lot of seniors who fall within these parameters based on income alone.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's very important as far as, educating people as far as, how does somebody sign up for this actually? How do they go about signing up?
Yeah, so it's a two-step enrollment process. People can go to affordableconnectivity.gov to sign up. If they already have, and then after they sign up, they need to select an internet service provider. And then once they select that internet service provider, they have to tell them that they are enrolled in the Affordable Connectivity Program so that the credit can be applied to the bill. If someone already has internet in the home and they're just learning about this $30 credit for the first time, they need to contact their preferred participating provider. Again, still going to affordableconnectivity.gov to apply and then let them know.
Okay, helpful information. So as we know, many seniors have find the internet and technology very intimidating, and not just seniors. I mean, a lot of people do. It's just not age specific. So I know that this is a main barrier to broadband, using broadband adoption. So what is Comcast doing to address this barrier, and kind of helping people connect to the internet?
Absolutely. It's a great question. And I would probably argue that this is probably the largest barrier to digital adoption. And so this is something that Comcast has been working at for nearly 11 years. There's a lot of things that we've been doing. Primarily, we work very closely with several nonprofit organizations dozens and dozens across the state of Michigan, including many right here in southeastern Michigan. And we give them grants that are used specifically for digital skills training. So, if you think about it, we take for granted that we know how to use the internet, but
Yeah.
even we aren't perfect. And we can get caught by phishing scams and things like that. So imagine somebody who's already intimidated. They've never used the internet before. Maybe they don't even realize provide value because they've already paid bills in, they get there on time, and they've never had any issues. So we need to sit down and educate them how it can benefit them based on what they would use it for, how to use it safely, how to get online, how to protect your data, how not to fall for phishing scams and the like. So a lot of our effort goes into providing that digital skills training or the means for these nonprofit organizations to do so. And then we also have what are called lift zones. And lift zones are safe places where people can come and get online in a safe environment and get the support they need. We started this initiative with the pandemic, primarily for school age children who didn't have internet in the home and they needed to go to school virtually. But what we've found is that there is a need for lift zones above and beyond just children getting online. And seniors is an important group. So we have lift zones in senior centers throughout metropolitan Detroit and Michigan, where people can go. They may not have a computer, so a computer is provided, and then we can be there, not we Comcast, but people at that nonprofit organization,
Sure.
community center, can help them with what they need.
So, and that's sponsored by you or run by you or organized by you?
Yes. So what we do is we partner with the nonprofit organization. We
Mhm.
We provide all of the equipment for enough Wi-Fi bandwidth so that everybody can get online and have the bandwidth that they need. And it's safe, it's secure, it's got, all the security measures in place. So we pay for that. And it's completely free to the nonprofit organization, and there is no charge whatsoever to the people in the community who are leveraging this benefit.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. I think a lot of people didn't know about this, so that's it's great to hear about. Tell us about your, speaking of supporting digital adoption. You've mentioned that it started 10 years ago. You guys have been working on it for a while. What about your Internet Essentials program? What is that? I think a lot of listeners don't know what that is. So maybe explain what that is.
Sure. So I mentioned earlier that, we've been at this now for nearly 11 years, and it started with our Internet Essentials program. It is really an initiative to provide fast, reliable internet in people's homes, in low income families' homes. So
Mhm.
we started with a program that was $9.95 a month. The price has not gone up in 11 years. Every year we make,
Right, that's one price that hasn't gone up.
that's one price that has
Right,
not.
right.
Here we've made the program a little bit better. We provide free equipment so that so that people can use Wi-Fi across a number of devices. We've increased speeds several times, and this year one of the things that we added is Internet Essentials Plus. And the plus is, a lot we listened to the families, and a lot of families were saying, particularly during the pandemic,
Yeah,
this is a great program, but we need more speed than the 9.95 plan.
right.
So we came out with Internet Essentials Plus, which is a much faster plan. And it's 29.95 per month. So when you couple that with the Affordable Connectivity Program,
Yeah,
it's free for income constrained families. The
right.
other thing that Internet Essentials has always done is focused on the other barriers to adoption. So again, we talked about that digital skills training and investing with grants in nonprofit organizations that are helping to provide that training. We also provide Internet Essentials households with the ability to purchase a computer for $150, which is pretty inexpensive for a computer these days.
Yeah, yeah. You're talking about, going from 9.95 to, I think you said 29.95, but there could be several people in the household that need to be on the internet at the same time, and so there's that importance, obviously.
That's exactly right, because everybody has different bandwidth needs based
Yeah,
on how they're going to be using it. And as an example, if you have a senior couple that really just uses the internet for, maybe paying bills, getting on FaceTime to chat with their grandchildren, maybe the 9.95 plan is just enough for them.
right.
Have another family that has 3 or 4 children. They come home from school, they're
Yeah.
all online doing homework. Maybe there are some gamers in the house. That
Mhm.
25 plan may be a better option for them.
Right, right. Okay, so now I'm going to jump back and get back to basics. Explain to viewers what bandwidth is.
That's a great question. So bandwidth, think of your internet as your kitchen faucet. Okay. Sometimes you just need a little trickle of water, but sometimes you need to put the water on all the way. So we have a pipe that provides internet or bandwidth to your home. And that example that I just provided, some families don't need a lot of speed based on what they're doing. Other families need that pipe, they need that internet or that speed to come through full force because they have so many people online at the same time, and they're using it for very heavy, for initiatives that need a lot of speed, like gaming, video, uploading large documents.
Yeah.
Those are the types of uses of the internet that require what we call a lot of bandwidth.
Okay. Good explanation.
Good.
I like that. Okay, so on that topic, we talk about the digital divide and reducing socioeconomic inequalities by helping more people get online, which you are doing. So explain what the digital navigator is.
Yes. So digital navigators are individuals who are affiliated with community organizations, and they're trained to help people access the internet, use devices, and build their digital skills. So, again, there are a lot of nonprofit organizations across southeastern Michigan who have been doing this for many years. I think the phrase digital navigator is somewhat new and maybe a buzzword because things have gotten more sophisticated, and even the process of just applying for the Affordable Connectivity Program can be very daunting. If you think about it, if a family has never been on the internet before, and now we tell them, well, you can get the internet for free, all you have to do is go online and apply. And they're like, but I don't know how to go online. So,
Mhm.
navigators today are very focused and on helping people apply for that Affordable Connectivity Program. And that is one of the newest initiatives that Comcast is investing in.
Okay. Now, what if somebody lives in a more rural area where internet broadband is not available or is strong? What should they do? What do people do?
So that is a whole separate challenge that Comcast is committed to alleviating as well. And there are millions and millions of dollars that are coming to the state of Michigan
Mhm.
specifically to build out rural areas where broadband access is not currently available.
Yeah.
So companies like Comcast, as well as other providers, are really partnering with the local governments to apply for these grants so that together we can build these networks and bring high-speed broadband to parts of Michigan where currently they don't have a high-speed solution.
Right. And that's just not in Michigan. I mean, I'm sure, this, not sure, this is happening all over the country, well, all over the world, really.
It and again, the pandemic really brought this to the forefront.
Yeah.
As you heard all these stories about these families in very rural parts of the state whose kids could not get online for the video portion of school
Yeah.
because they didn't have enough bandwidth in order to do so. And so the federal government really saw a need that they had to step in and make it more affordable for companies to build.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that, every company could come in and just build where they want to, but it is extremely expensive to lay a network down. And
Mhm.
when you have this, what we call a public-private partnership, and where the funds are truly going to areas that do not have access, it is the best solution. And you are going to read more and more over the next several years about high-speed broadband coming to parts of our state where they don't currently have a solution.
Right. It's good. Good news.
Yes.
So let's, as an example, Detroit is a major metropolitan city, obviously, similar to other cities in the country. And you have told me that it became the first city nationwide where Comcast announced grants to various digital navigator initiatives. So one of those was $75,000 and was awarded to the St. Patrick Senior Center in Detroit. So can you tell us more about like this organization and how they're using their money to get their seniors online?
Absolutely. St. Patrick's Senior Center is a wonderful partner of Comcast. We've been working with them for many years. They do have one of our Comcast lift zones, and they have been providing that digital skills training to their constituents who they help. They support hundreds of seniors in Detroit throughout the year who come there for all sorts of different activities. It's really a senior community center, and the digital skills training is just one feature that they offer. So we actually did a study, which I'm happy to chat with you more about, or I should say, we supported a study about digital navigators and what kind of benefit do they offer. And the study results were just phenomenal in terms of what they shared. And so Detroit became the first city nationwide where Comcast invested specifically in these digital navigator programs. And St. Patrick's Center received $75,000 to provide hands-on assistance to the city's aging population. So they're helping them connect to the affordable connectivity program and to choose an internet option that makes sense for them. One other thing that they're doing, which I think is really, really cool, is they are working with college students who are actually helping with the digital navigator training. And it's become a real win-win because
Right.
you've got these college students who are super tech savvy, who can sit down next to a senior and show them how they use the internet, and maybe talk to the senior about what his or her interests are, and then help them perhaps download applications to their computer or to their phone so that they can really personalize the experience for that senior and show them how to use that. And on the flip side, it's been super beneficial for the college students who may not necessarily day in, day out have that opportunity to
Right.
interact with someone who is 40 or 50 years older than them. So it really teaches them the patience and how to work with someone of a different generation.
Right. Yeah, that's great. That's really important. Um, yeah, and again, that is probably happening all over, but it's great to see that that's happening here, and in the city of Detroit. So do you think that there will be more funding going towards this, and where's that coming from?
Absolutely. Think that we are going to see a lot more funding in digital navigator initiatives. I can tell you for sure that from Comcast, this is a top priority for us, not just here in Michigan, but across the nation. And the study that we supported, that where the results came out earlier this year, showed that 65% of the survey respondents said that they obtained internet access or a computer or a tablet at home. 65%, this increased to 72% after getting that digital skills training. Um,
Wow.
85% of the respondents said that they use the internet more often because they got the training support that they needed. So, really, the proof is in the results that this is what we need to do to bridge the digital adoption. And we really need to work on this barrier because if you think about it, the cost barrier has been eliminated for low income households with the Affordable Connectivity Program, particularly when you couple it with a program like Internet Essentials. I should also mention there are other internet service providers that have similar programs
Mhm.
to Internet Essentials. So I don't want anyone to think that Comcast is in this alone.
Okay. So just where would people hear about this other than Gracefully Graying? How would people know about this?
About affordable connectivity program or just
Yeah, yeah,
anything? Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think there are a lot of efforts that are going on to educate seniors in particular. I think working with local community centers that have senior programs is a great way to learn more. And I know that your audience isn't just seniors per se, but
right.
children who
Right.
support them. And so I would encourage everybody to, work with your loved ones and get them the support that they need so that they can get online. I know, for example, my father, who is 84 years old, he has the internet at home. He knows how to use it. But as soon as something goes awry, he needs that support. And he just got his first iPhone. And so every time we are together, I sit with him and help him download an app that I know he will enjoy. And, it requires a lot of education, it requires a lot of patience. And I know that one day, I will probably be in the same boat where my children are teaching me what to do.
Exactly. And I'm going to say at Gracefully Graying, we run into this all the time. We hear stories of seniors that it's not intuitive to them, and it's a problem on and doing kind of basic simple stuff on the internet. But we're trying to help educate people, as you are too.
And they need to be a part of our digital society. They
Mhm.
need to be included in everything that is going on online.
Right, right. Okay, so all right. If somebody again wants to, once they get the information on the Affordable Connectivity Program and Internet Essentials, how can they get a hold of you? How can they sign up?
Sure. So I'm going to give you a few different ways. First of all, uh, anyone can go to learn more about the process eligibility at fcc.gov/ACP, which of course stands for Affordable Connectivity Program. Uh,
Okay,
for Comcast Xfinity customers or anyone who is interested more in Internet Essentials, if you go to xfinity.com/ACP, again, that'll take you to the site so that if you're already an Xfinity customer or want to become one, you can do it right from our site. I'm also
okay,
provide a phone number because
great.
let's face it, we're talking about getting online and getting support, and I'm throwing out websites. So the phone number for Internet Essentials is 855-846-8376. And then I want to throw out one more option because I'm the kind of person who loves face to face connections.
Mhm.
Um, I encourage anybody to visit an Xfinity store. Our technology experts can help educate you about internet essentials, determine your eligibility, and certainly educate you about the Affordable Connectivity Program.
Okay. And we will be, that's at the bottom, all this is at the bottom of our screen, but we will be posting this also on our website so people have all these resources on the Gracefully Graying website. So we've run out of time, even though I feel like we could talk a lot longer on this subject. And Michelle, I really thank you for joining us. It's such an important topic, and really everybody needs to know about this for themselves and their loved ones. So thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity to educate your viewers.
Yeah. And thank you to the Gracefully Graying audience. Visit us on gracefullygraying.com and our YouTube channel. And we also thank our sponsors. And we will see you on our next live stream.